Hello and welcome back to SF at Giants Recap. And the Giants, they lose to the Marlins today, 7-5. A more competitive loss than usual, but the Giants, they showed up so strong today and then just fell asleep. So that's what we're going to go over in today's recap. Make sure to subscribe and like if you do end up enjoying. But the Giants, I felt like we had control of this game and it was going our way. We saw Yaz hit a homer, Fitzgerald had 2 hits. We saw Canada put the ball in play. We saw a sac fly. We were making things happen, and we had bases loaded, and all 3 runs ended up scoring, which is unheard of for the Giants. And stuff like that is a good sign. It usually means we're going to win because we don't do that too often, but when we do, we usually get the win, and we capitalize on that. Today was not that. It was kind of a weird loss. Usually all of our losses kind of line up with just the Giants offense not showing up, pitching being mediocre, and everything like that. But today was kind of interesting. We saw good at-bats to start. We saw a lot of hard contact, like I just said, with the bases loaded, all of those things. And then by like the 6th, 7th inning, just kind of fell asleep. No one showed up. The whole dugout went to sleep. Everything was just dead. And the pitching today, Logan Webb had one of his weaker outings. He was doing really good up until the 5th. When he allowed a 3-run homer, which made it 4-2. And then later on, he allowed a couple more string of hits to the Marlins, which ended up scoring. So that was pretty unfortunate because Logan Webb was finally getting help. The defense was helping him out. Brett Wisely made a great play. Stuff like that was kind of leading towards, oh, this is going to be a good Giants game, a solid win, and then just kind of fell apart. The bottom of the lineup, no one showed up today. No one. It was, I think, the last 4 or 5 batters had no contributions for today's game with the combination of strikeouts. The Giants had 11 strikeouts today. Strikeouts don't help the team at all. It ends rallies. It hurts everything, and we had 11 of those today. You want to limit the strikeouts, especially if you're not getting the home runs today. If you're not getting all the big hits, you need to limit the strikeouts so you're at least putting pressure on the defense, and that did not happen today. Stuff like that is why we're not in contention for the playoffs, why it's September and we've given up pretty much all hope for the Giants. It's the little things that could have been flipped, could have got us so many more wins this season, and it's all led up to right now of doing the same exact thing. So hopefully next year can be different. Besides Logan Webb, the rest of the pitching is pretty solid. Camus Duvall, he struggled a little bit, but not too bad. Eric Miller pitched really well, and the same with Landon Root. So we saw 2 good outings from the pitchers. Logan Webb, he did have 4 strikeouts, no walks. It wasn't a terrible outing. It was just those hits, the singles, doubles into the gaps. He was not locating his pitches as well as he usually does and didn't have kind of the velocity that he usually does. So hopefully we can at least show up a little bit the rest of the year, maybe make some sort of noise, give us something to cheer for, make some moves, have the younger guys, because I'm really worried, or like supportive, I should say, of the younger guys doing well because they're going to be there for at least a little bit. So hopefully you can have guys like Fitzgerald, Gerard Encarnacion, all those guys who are like Elliot Ramos. Jung-Hoo Lee will be coming back next year. And so you have a combination of all these young guys. If they can start doing well this year, maybe it leads to even a better performance next year. So I feel like we really watch them, see if they can improve, and see how kind of we can end the season off. Because if we can end it doing well, and even if we don't make the playoffs, then at least gives me a little bit of kind of a positive look for the future. If we keep playing like this, it's like next year's going to be the same story unless something magical happens with the Giants front office, management, and player construction. So that'll do it for today's recap. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for a new SF at Giants Recap video.